Well, hello, my beautiful Cancerians. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for October 2021. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I don't take money, e-gifts or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam. Let's get straight to your singles love reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds, and let us begin. Okay, so of course we have Libra season upon us, which is about balance, it's about harmony, but it's also about fleshing out opportunity. And it's a very harmonious time where people, open up a little bit more to sensuality and to love. So let's see what is happening for you in the month of October and just a little bit beyond there, because this reading is good for about 4 to 5 weeks in terms of energy. So let us see what is happening. Thank you so much. Whoa, straight away, we've got the Judgment card. Now, pretty much every sign bar 2 so far have a Judgment card coming up. We've got Mercury in retrograde, Cancer, so that does mean people from your past can return during this period. So we'll have a look and see what's happening there for you. We've got the Star card and we've got the Sun. So very positive time for you in terms of love, but the Judgment card is a card of second chances. So we will have a look at that a little bit closer. And see what energy I've got coming through. Now, this is a singles love reading. So if you do want to connect to someone that you're separated from, we've got the Star card there, so it does mean that you can heal a relationship and be with that person should you wish to, but that's not what's going to happen in this reading. I'm going to focus on the singles energy to see what is coming through there, okay? Although I do feel like you do have an option, okay? So your protagonist energy is the Judgment card. You may be weighing up your options, and not just in terms of love, but in terms of your life, your life's path, your journey to date. You're really going to be looking at how far you've come in life, if you're on the same track that you thought you would be on many years ago. And if you're not, how do you tweak the plan in order to get to where you want to go? Also, the Judgment card is about, renewal of faith. If you felt a little bit, neglectful of your needs in terms of love, or you feel like love has kind of neglected you. It can also be if there's been blockages or stagnation in your love life. It's about finding that motivation, that drive, that renewal of hope in order to gain clarity as to what you must do next in order to find or open yourself up to finding new love there. The Judgment card is a wake-up call. So perhaps, you've been coasting. Some people in life, and I'm not here to judge, I've been one of them myself, some people in life, you're so focused on a goal, a dream, or on something in particular, and we always never think about, we're getting older, time is passing, and sometimes as you get older, time starts to pass a lot faster than it usually did. So you may be feeling like, whoa, you just got a major wake-up call where you're like, I really want to find love now. I feel I'm ready. And now you may look at go, okay, so what are my, what are my options here when it comes to love? So if you've been feeling that things are a little bit stagnant, or you've been through the ringer, a real test of faith when it comes to love, because you've got that Star card in the Resistance position. So I feel like you've had a lot of tumultuous energy, especially being a water element. You're very sensitive. And whilst I believe that is your superpower, Cancer, don't ever change that about you. It is a wonderful energy to be in. You're so nurturing, loving, kind, open, but cross a Cancerian and they will hurt you, okay? So you don't really necessarily go there, but I do feel like there is that protective energy. You'd rather protect yourself than lash out at anybody else, but I do feel like you have endured quite a lot when it comes to your emotions and when it comes to love, okay? So I feel like you may be reaching a fork in the road in terms of your life. you're reaching for something greater, something better. And if you're at a fork in the road, it means your new life is beckoning, but you got to take a new path to get there. You got to let go of any expectation, let go of past experience, and reach for something greater. Get rid of old habits and leave whatever is hindering you behind, whether that's fear, whether that's, and by fear, I mean fear of being vulnerable, fear of opening up. If someone's hurt you in the past, not everybody is going to hurt you in the future, okay? So we need to release those things that we've been taught along our journey and open ourselves up to that level of vulnerability, to meeting someone in those wonderful emotions. You've got the Sun card, so it's going to be a very sort of positive outcome here. But also, the Judgment card is a card of second chances, okay? So expect during a Mercury retrograde for someone to return from your past. Now, it doesn't have to be an ex-love. It can mean that someone that you lost touch with many years ago, perhaps you worked with someone and there was always a bit of a frisson between you and someone, but you never made it work. Perhaps they were with someone else or you were with someone else, and you always thought woulda, coulda, shoulda, but because you were good people, you decided not to go there, or perhaps you always felt someone that you had feelings for was disinterested, and they come back and say, hey, Cancer, you've been on my mind. Are you still on this number? How about we sort of hang out? Okay, so it can be about returning energy. So it doesn't always have to be like an ex-lover coming back that everyone's like, no, I don't ever want to see that person again. Anyway, in the resistance position, we've got the Star card. So a lot of healing going on for you, but also a lot of finding clarity. I mean, each card here, there's 3 cards that mean major clarity, major awakening, seeing things clearly. The Star card is also about hope, especially if you've had a real test of faith or you felt very confused about why your love life is so stagnant or why things are not working. Sometimes there may have been moments of feeling real negativity that maybe you're not going to find love, or that your path has not led you to the love that you truly deserve and desire, and therefore perhaps it's never going to happen. That's not the case. We have the Sun card here, which means that there's blossoming, there's positive energy, and the Star card says perhaps you're still healing from something, or perhaps there is a healing that you've neglected. Maybe there's something in your psyche that you still have left untouched, you're ignoring, okay, before you can move forward. But the stars are aligning for you to meet somebody. So let me just clarify that Star card before we move forward, and then I'll get to the Sun card. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please? Yeah, thought they wanted that one. 2 of Pentacles. Now, 2 of Pentacles is either or. It can mean options. It can mean that, you've been focusing on your goals, your dreams, and you haven't had enough time to focus on play or finding love. So you may see that, actually, just like I was saying, sometimes focused on goals, dreams, or it's almost like each human kind of has that Peter Pan thing when we're younger, where we think, what? We're never going to grow old. We know it's there. It's in the distance. We never really think about it. We live in the moment. We have fun, all of those things. So, and then all of a sudden it creeps up on you and you're like, oh, okay, maybe now I want to settle down, or maybe I have to settle down, or I want to build a family. There's things you have to start thinking about depending on if you're a masculine or feminine energy. And you may find that, you haven't left enough time for you to focus on love or, get out there, enjoy yourself. I mean, collectively, as humanity, we're all going through a major shift, especially with, world circumstances at the moment. So it is difficult to find new love. I mean, it was difficult before, but it's even more difficult now because there's lots of restrictions in certain areas. But I feel like it's about finding that balance. Now, they are indicating with this energy, there's something here that you're not seeing. So I want to see what it is that you're not seeing that you're about to see, if that makes sense, because there's 3 cards here of clarity, major clarity, but they're indicating there's something here. Either you've dealt with people in the past who have juggled you or left you as an option. I feel like it's almost like I sometimes get, because I'm getting like sporadic energy that comes from this card. It's almost like if you meet somebody, and please don't shoot the messenger when I say this, because I feel like someone out there is experiencing this energy, and that's why it's pulling through all of the energy to make itself known. It's almost like if you meet somebody that you think the world of, all of a sudden you start to think of all the reasons why they wouldn't like you, or all the reasons why this may not work. There may be like an element of self-sabotage that you are not conscious of, or that you're not deliberately trying to sabotage the union, but I feel like your insecurities come to the fore, where you make yourself think, why would they want me? Why would they choose me? And I just feel like it kind of shakes up the energy. That's what I'm getting. So I'm going to give you what I'm getting. That's not going to connect to everyone, of course. I understand that. But I'm just getting that. It's like either deep trauma or deep insecurity that starts to come to the surface. You don't want it to surface, but it does. We've got the King of Wands here and the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, it's almost like you're not aware of what it is that you bring to the table. Sometimes the Nine of Pentacles, especially in the upright position, you got it in the reverse, but in the upright position it says, I'm self-sufficient, I got a lot to offer, I'm a really good catch, I'm building a life of luxury, financial gain, I'm enjoying myself, being single, I'm still a catch, that sort of energy. But in the reverse, it's like you've got all those things, but you're not even recognizing that you bring all of that to the table. And sometimes that may make you feel a little bit insecure. Perhaps sometimes it brings the green-eyed monster up, like a little bit of jealousy, and you don't know where it comes from. I feel like the root is not really jealousy for you. I feel like it springs from insecurity, as sometimes maybe making you feel like you're not enough. Okay, they're in relationships that really mean the world to you. So that's coming through for someone, because we got the King of Wands there in the reverse. It says not ready. Okay, it says, maybe sometimes distancing yourself emotionally and focusing on the sort of, the passion side in order to protect yourself. Now, that's coming up as your energy, Cancer. So I just have to call it. I'm not calling anyone out. I mean, I've been there myself. Lots of people go through this. We all go through it at some point. It's a human sort of trait that does come up sometimes. So they're just showing me that you're healing that, but that may have left you with some doubt sometimes as to where things are going wrong in relationships. I mean, there's going to be a lot of times where you're just meeting a-holes, for example, that are not giving you what you truly need or meeting you halfway in terms of a love relationship. You may feel like someone you met in the past was not ready, maybe focus on their career, maybe, left you as a choice, and, it really damaged the way that you feel about yourself, even though that was not the lesson to take away from it. People tend to project, okay? So if they neglect you in a relationship, they're actually running away from stuff within themselves that you have triggered in some way about them settling down or things like that. So I would say don't absorb it as something to do with you, Cancer, because it's not to do with you. But I really feel like you've had a bit of a test of faith when it comes to love. Now, I stumbled over that word, test of faith, because just as I was saying it, they gave me a name which is so similar, and it's Tessa. So if your name is Tessa, there's something in this message for you. It's not going to resonate for everyone, of course. If it does not resonate for you, it doesn't mean it's not your reading. It just means they want that person to pay close attention to the reading. Now, the outcome here is the Awakening card, the Sun, the happiest card in the deck. So a lot of positive energy. I'm going to do a Celtic cross to see the details of who's coming towards you or what's going to happen there. But they're indicating you're waking up to something, waking up to your life's purpose, waking up to the fact that you are enough, and that your inner light is the beacon for someone who is equally original, equally emotional, comes towards you and matches your vibration. This card in this position is the challenge to believe in yourself, to get rid of any confusion, despair, self-doubt, or negativity, and to know that there is a hopeful time ahead. There is a better, brighter future ahead. The stars are aligning to bring you that positive energy. The Sun card is about blossoming relationships, things being in bloom, someone matching your vibration, and a meeting of minds as well as a meeting of hearts. I just did a Virgo reading just now, and they had a similar energy of minds and hearts being in sync there. But the Sun card indicates it's a very positive outcome, and you're blooming. Okay, I feel like all eyes will be on you. I do feel like if you're emanating this much light and allowing your inner light to shine, regardless, being true to your own personal authenticity, then I feel like people cannot but notice you. So I feel like lots of people are going to be noticing you. You're going to be turning heads in October and just beyond. I mean, I feel like you always kind of turn heads, Cancer, but I feel like you just don't notice it, okay? Again, a similar energy came up with Virgo, but I feel like you're going to start to notice people looking at you going, oh, okay, they're looking at me, okay? Whereas before, you may have sort of seen someone really hot looking at you and think, turn around and go, who are they looking at? Cancer, they were always looking at you. You just got to believe in yourself and know that they are attracted to you, okay? You bring so much to the table. I mean, you got one of the most beautiful hearts in the zodiac, okay? So do the math. Everybody wants a heart like that. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. I'm just going to do a Celtic Cross. The Tarot of the Mystical Moments by Katrin Wells Stein is the deck that I'm using. The first deck I used was the Ex Animo Tarot deck by Bonner Gur. This deck that I'm using, I'm only reading the uprights apart from the challenge positions, okay? So just so you're aware. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please? Okay, so the Hierophant is the heart of the matter for you. The Hierophant is about learning a lesson, perhaps gaining some sort of knowledge, also finding someone that you want to settle down with. Okay, so, oh no, they want me to go up until the near future and then we will clarify the cards. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? We got the Eight of Wands. Now, as I'm shuffling the cards, they're showing me someone picking up a branch or a stick. Perhaps you've got a, I don't know why you'd be listening to my reading as you'd be playing with a dog or anything, but I can't imagine why you're picking up a stick or a branch. Spiritually, it may mean that you're branching out, or, anything that's dead wood, you're removing it. They want 3 cards in this position for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. No. Can you please guide? Whoa. Ha. These cards are not for you. They said not for all. Okay, so I'm just going to feel the energy because there's another card there. They want that card. I don't want you to have that card, but they want you. They're showing you for a reason. No, not these. Okay. Unfortunately, the other card is the Devil card. Okay, so anyway, we will move forward. I know the cards that I'm guided to take, just to let you know. I only take those that jump out of the pack. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. Okay. Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Pentacles. So we will move forward after they just wanted me to go up to the near future position. So the Hierophant. The Hierophant tends to be about marriage. Okay, Cancer. So, either you've been married before and you're like, you know what? No, I'd like some love. Not sure if I'm going to get married again. Okay, I just feel like with the heart of the matter right now for you is looking for a secure relationship. Now, I guess it doesn't have to be one that leads to a ring and a piece of paper, but I do feel like commitment obviously is very important, and you're deepening your commitment with self through knowledge, but also the Hierophant says that you're hoping for a relationship that there is branches in that tree, they keep showing me this image of someone picking up a branch or a stick. So either you just brought home some sticks or branches for whatever reason. Perhaps you're an artist, or perhaps your dog has a favorite stick or a branch. I'm not really sure if you've got a dog. So please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone. I'm only pausing because I just need to know if I've communicated the image enough for it to, it's dissolving now. It doesn't go away until I communicate it correctly. So if it does connect to you in some way, then there's something in this message for you. But the Hierophant, it's number 5. 5 tends to be the number of conflict, okay, or challenges. So perhaps you felt challenged when it comes to getting a committed relationship, or your ideas of marriage, because not every sign wants to get married. Not every sign. There may be a little bit of fear. It could be something from past, but it's showing up in a very strong position. You looking for a committed relationship. Let me just pull a quick card on that. The Hangman, you've been waiting a long time. Plus, you've been the victim of people who are selfish, may have taken advantage of your wonderful care, your attention, and the fact that you want a committed relationship. Okay? It's almost like you may have been in relationships where people have seen that you want a committed kind of partnership, and they feel like sometimes they can treat you however they want because they think that you're going to accept it. Okay, especially with people who've got beautiful hearts like you, Cancer, and you give a lot. Sometimes people who are not so ethical take advantage. Okay, so the Hangman in reverse does indicate, releasing delusions, but also releasing anybody that you feel was a missed opportunity, or someone who was selfish, and someone who may have been unkind to you in some way, a traitor sort of thing, someone who was I mean, it doesn't have to be, but it can mean that you've waited a long time for a long-term commitment, and actually along the way you've kissed a few frogs, okay? So let's put it that way. Anyway, the challenge here is the Three of Wands, being able to get out there and find somebody new, setting your net further afield, waiting for the right opportunity to take action. The Three of Wands in this position says perhaps there's setbacks. Now these could be worldly setbacks, of course, because you do have the Two of Wands right up there, and she is holding the world. So you may feel like there's been a bit of a wait in order to find new love, especially since there's lots of restrictions going on around the world and a lot of uncertainty with regards to major events. The Three of Wands does suggest you're waiting for the right opportunity to get out there. Now, as you can see, she's standing on top of a tower. So you may have experienced some sort of tower moment in your past, but you're stronger because of it. You're rising up, you're empowered, and I feel like you're waiting for that right moment, but you feel like the right moment isn't quite now, okay? You may be ready for it, but you're not seeing how you can be talking to somebody new, or how you can sort of expand on opportunities to meet people. Now, the Three of Wands often means you're on the right path. Okay, so if you're wondering, am I ever going to meet anybody? Am I making good choices in order to open myself for love? The answer is yes. You're in the right place where you're meant to be at this moment in time. Yes, unfortunately, there is a bit of a delay. Okay, with that Two of Wands in that position, it does indicate that there is a slight delay here. Now, below you, we've got the Ace of Swords. Now, deep down in your intuition there, you know that you're having a breakthrough. This is a major epiphany card, okay? So this means that there is a successful breakthrough. You see something clearly. Now, your overall faded energy was 3 major illumination cards. So you're going to see something wildly clear. Now, also, swords are about communication. So I do feel like you're going to be talking to somebody new. And because we got that Wheel of Fortune right there, it does say in the near future that, you're a very attractive candidate to meet somebody new, but the Devil card is hiding there. So I do feel like, although the Wheel of Fortune brings you someone out of nowhere, there's still something here you're attached to. Now, either that's the idea of security, and they want you to free yourself up a little bit more, but the Nine of Pentacles is showing up again. So perhaps it's that fear. What do you bring to the table? They want you to realize with that Nine of Pentacles in the upright that you bring so much to that table when it comes to love, and that you need to give yourself a little bit more credit for all that wonderful soul, honesty, love, care, empathy, nurturing, sexiness, sensuality, intelligence, all of those things that you bring to the table, Cancer, okay? And yes, your sensitivity is a superpower, so don't ever change yourself. Now, the Ace of Swords says you're going to unlock something. I want to clarify what that is for you, because, Ace of Swords tends to mean destiny, fate, the law of karma coming on in to give you a powerful breakthrough. Expect lots of synchronicity at this time, meaningful coincidences. Deep down, you've already started to notice these coincidences. They're giving me a number right now, 1551, 1551. So if that is a number that you've been seeing quite a lot, know that there is radical change coming in your world, but you will have seen names, numbers, lots of things that really mean something to you, especially if you're asking questions in love, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you a little something. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but they've reminded me of it, so I'm going to tell you it. Thank you so much. 4 of Cups. Yeah, just when you're feeling apathy, when nothing's happening emotionally, there's nothing available to you right now. You're not connected to anybody. There's a Judgment card there, so there may be someone still in your energetic field. You may not want to be back with that person, but there may be a little bit of a hold there. So anyway, 4 of Cups says the universe comes in and provides you with another cup, one that is more fulfilling. So out of nowhere, there's going to be change, okay? So just so you are aware. Now, what they're giving me, they're giving me a memory of me. Basically, many, many years ago, when I was very young, I was struggling with a relationship that I thought the world of course. And, it just seemed to be so many synchronicities with this person, but it just never happened, okay? And one day I was walking down the street and I said to my guides, I just got this overwhelming fear of warmth. And I was like, Who am I meant to be with? Is it this person? They just keep coming in and out of my life. And I was walking down the street, walking down the sidewalk. And I was like, Is this person meant to be in my life? Who am I meant to be with? Come on. Just give me a sign. And I got to a crossroads. I was waiting for the lights to change so I could cross. And the sun just sort of glimmered this thing right out the corner of my eye. And I looked down, and there was a tag from a bag. It had obviously come off someone's bag or whatever. And I kid you not, it was the first name of the person that I wanted to be with at that time. And I was like, what? And I said, you know what? Spirit, that's a real coincidence. Give me another sign. I was a bit greedy. That was not, I should have stopped there. But anyway, I said, guides, thank you. That's amazing. I picked it up and I kept it as a souvenir. And I said, just give me another sign. And again, they gave me another sign. That person's surname drove right by on a bus. And I was like, what? What is that? Pay close attention. What I didn't realize at the time was I was spiritually ascending and actually getting closer in communication to my guides. And then from there, I started opening up to the world of spirituality. I was spiritual always, and I've had my journey, of course, but along the way, there's been nuggets where things just became like super clear. Like clarity, like you've never known, okay? And I feel like you're going to get that moment in October. So please, please, please pay close attention to signs. Ask your guides. Sometimes your guides just come on in and they just knock it right out of the park, okay? I've asked many, many years before, and I've never been given such a clear sign as that day, okay? So just so you are aware. But anyway, you're going to receive something like that in October, a major sign. So please pay close attention. Eight of Wands. Now, Eight of Wands is change. It is action. Now, this is what, is in the past. You've decided something. Whether it is to, open yourself up to other options, whether it is for you to take action to elevate and move away from the past and move forward. The Eight of Wands tends to mean moving forward, okay? Speed, action, major change. Also gathering momentum. So things are going to swiftly start to transform for you. Expect a message. If you have already received a message from a person that you are connected to or who is in your past, you may be mulling that over, okay? Because I do feel like either someone has reached out to you from your past and you're a little bit like, what should I do here? The Judgment card does say someone wants a second chance with you, and you may be weighing that up because it's in your protagonist. If it was in the other positions, I'd be like, oh, okay, but you're actually there's an energy of you thinking about it. Now that's not going to connect to everybody, of course, but let me just clarify this Eight of Wands. Sorry about the share, maybe even an overshare, I'm not really sure, but I was guided, my guide just asked me to tell you about that moment for a reason. So, you may experience something like that in October. We got the Nine of Pentacles, wow. It's you changing your perspective of yourself, okay? You're taking action. No longer are you feeling like you don't bring anything to the table, or perhaps, you're moving away from workaholism and starting to focus on wanting love there, because I do feel like you've been working really hard. This is about passion. You've got a desire to do something about things because you got your Nine of Pentacles in the opposing position, which means you've turned it around. You're taking action, okay? So wonderful energy. Two of Wands, this is in your above position. This is the potential. There's still a bit of a wait. I'm not going to lie to you, Cancer. The Two of Wands in that position, you can get really frustrated and say, Baba, no, not more waiting. But the Two of Wands says, either you're trying to make a decision, either or on something, or you feel right now the world circumstances are that you have to wait until the right moment. You've got two major waiting cards, okay? You're taking action on things that you can do yourself because the 8 here is the number of self. So you're taking action for your own needs, putting your own needs first, but you're still waiting. Now, she's sitting on a house. That is security, but she's sitting on top of the roof, which is not such a secure position. So you may feel like there's uncertainty in waiting, and you're hoping for that security, that level of security, but you're building your own security whilst you're waiting. So I do feel like, you're not just sitting there, wishing upon a star. I feel like you're changing things with your surroundings, with spirituality, or making your own world secure. You're getting ready for love, okay? Now in the near future position, there is, you go from 3 to 4, okay? So Four of Wands says Four of Pentacles even says there is security. Four of Pentacles says there is long-term security. There's going to be a relationship that you settle down with, someone that you can build a home with. As you can see, in her gut instinct, there is a house. And it also extends right to her heart chakra, okay? Solar plexus as well there, maybe even touching the base chakra there, but I feel like, your needs are going to be met. There's going to be a relationship that is secure that comes on in for you, okay? Now we do have a Devil card. We're going to pull a card on that. Let's go to the Wheel of Fortune before we get to the Devil. Wheel of Fortune says, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, there is change. And the Wheel of Fortune says, good luck is coming towards you, comma. Your destiny will be revealed to you, okay? Now, the Wheel of Fortune says you're following your heart, and divine timing is in order, because she's showing a pocket watch there. So I feel like all of a sudden you're going to meet somebody, and they're going to find you a very attractive potential for a love mate, because you've got it all going on, because you bring so much to the table. Confidence is key, Cancer, okay? Now, we got a little energy from Spirit there. I hope you noticed the candle sort of flickered. Okay. Sorry, they just give me something. One moment, please. Oh, gosh. Okay. Now, either you have been in a... how can I put that? Yeah, either you have been invited to somebody's wedding, or you're currently looking at an image where there is like a, so interesting, because Virgo, I just did Virgo's reading, and they had like a paper napkin and someone threw it up or out or something like that. They're showing me, for you right now, they're showing me a really neatly folded napkin and a set of rings on it. Like wedding bands, okay? It's not engagement ring. There's two perfectly gold rings there, one a little bit smaller than the other, okay? And it's on a napkin. So either you've just been invited to a wedding, or you're about to be invited to a wedding. I mean, October is not typically wedding season, but I mean, it could be. Or you are thinking about getting married, and you've seen a picture that has spurned thoughts about getting married. Maybe you've been married before. I'm not sure. They're showing me this image. So either you are listening to this reading and you're on a bus and you're driving past a billboard, and there is a sort of folded napkin, and it's got two wedding bands on there. Please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone, but they're showing me that image clear as day, okay? And I don't normally get images like that. Anyway, but Nine of Pentacles says you're self-sufficient. You don't need nobody, Cancer, but you would like to be with somebody. And the Nine of Pentacles says that you are brimming with potential to attract a mate. So in the near future, there's going to be very positive change here that leads to a secure relationship, okay? Now, the Nine of Pentacles can be a card that is a solitary energy, building your finances, financial gain, living a life of luxury. But I feel like you're setting yourself up to meet somebody. Okay, so we got the Devil card here. There's something still that either you're attached to or is tempting for you to either slip into negative thoughts. It's tempting. I mean, we all do it at some point. None of us are like happy clappy all the time. That's just not life. It's not human nature. We're always sometimes up, sometimes down. Sometimes we're just coasting and we don't even know how we are. Okay, but the Devil card basically says something here may tempt you or may not be as it seems. Okay, the Devil card is not an evil card. It is about identifying what is keeping you stuck along your journey. Each of the major arcanas are a journey card of life. You know, you start with the Fool card, which is the beginning. You don't know where you're going. You don't know how you're going to get there, but you put one foot in front of the other and you hope that the universe provides. Then we move on to the Magician. You realize the power of your mind, that you can create the life you want, the power of thought. Thought becomes things. Then, of course, you move into the High Priestess. You start to open up to your psychic ability. The Empress card, you start to recognize that you can create abundance. Then you go to the Emperor card, success, and you move forward and forward and forward. And then the Devil card says you've hit a wall. So let's see what this wall is for you, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please clarify? We got the Nine of Pentacles. Stubborn energy, something is not working. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse there. We got the Chariot card moving through the block and the Empress card. Okay, so they are again indicating that the Empress card in reverse can mean that either you feel indecisive about love because you feel like either, now it's not that you don't deserve it. You absolutely do deserve it. And I feel like deep down you know that you deserve it because you bring so much. But there's a resistance here because it's almost like sometimes your confidence is knocked, or you feel, you know, the Knight of Pentacles is someone who offers something. And in the reverse, if you've got the Empress card with that, it suggests sometimes you feel like you don't have anything to offer in comparison to another person. So if, for example, there was two people, I don't know how to clarify this, and I don't mean to insult you or anything like that, Cancer. I'm trying to understand the energy that I've got coming through, which is if there were two people, for example, in the office, let's say, okay, and one you found very, very attractive, okay, and there was someone, you know, who was there who kind of looked a bit similar to you, not 100%, but, you know, looked a bit similar or was totally different looking, whatever, okay, and that person that you have feelings for could have the pick of either you or that person. Automatically, your thought process goes to, they're probably interested in the other person, rather than putting yourself first and thinking, yeah, why wouldn't they be wanting me? I hope I'm trying to clarify what I mean. It's not that you don't feel like you're enough. It's more that you always think, or not always, but I mean, in certain circumstances, you may always think that they're probably going to pick the other person, not me. Okay, so they're indicating with the Chariot card, you're moving away from that energy. You're moving away, and that is your success, to start to recognize that, yeah, they're actually interested in you. They're looking at you. If you see someone smiling from across the street, I mean, it's hard these days because people are wearing masks, but if you see someone giving you the wink eye or the just a little eye, whatever, if you see someone kind of looking in your direction, it's for a reason. They don't have to look in that direction. They're not looking at you because, you know, I don't know, you know, because they're going that way. They're glancing at you for a reason because you've caught their attention. So I really want you to understand what this Devil card is saying, that sometimes you may hold yourself back, but you're moving away. The Chariot says you can overcome this obstacle. You can be victorious. You can beat this block. You can smash through this wall, and you will be successful at meeting a relationship that meets you halfway. Now, let's just hide that back where it was, and let's move on and see how things are going. What is the advice to yourself in this moment? What is your advice? What is my beautiful Cancerians' advice to themselves in this moment? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. What is the advice? Okay, I think you want that card? Yeah. Page of Cups. You're looking for somebody new. Believe that someone is going to pop out of nowhere. I mean, that fish does not typically live in that cup, so it is a surprise. So you're hoping that the universe surprises you with somebody new. Now, Cancer, if you're the sort of person who enjoys volunteer work, trying to make the world a better place, maybe you put yourself on marches, or maybe you put yourself on events where you fundraise, or you get together with people to clean up beaches, or, you know, rivers, or things like that. Wherever you are socially conscious and do some volunteer work. I mean, it may be volunteer work to help people who are in need in some way. I feel like you have really good potential to meet somebody at a place like that. Just because they're just showing me people coming together for the greater good. Okay, I do feel like you're hoping for someone who does not have baggage with this card. Page of Cups is it can mean someone who is younger than you. Okay, but I feel like rather than age or immaturity, I feel like you're just hoping someone doesn't have baggage, because these days it's very difficult for people not to have baggage, of course. But Page of Water is someone who is ready to open up to that intimacy, you're hoping someone is willing to, you know, be vulnerable with you, open up to that level of intimacy, and the start of something new, okay? I also feel like you're coming back to your center, starting to recognize your childlike spirit. Release the baggage, know that you are enough, and just believe and have hope that love will save the day, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? The external environment. What's the external environment for my beautiful Cancerians? We got the Six of Pentacles. Interesting. The Virgos had the same card in the same position, so perhaps you're about to meet a Virgo. Anyway, or someone with Virgo placements. Six of Pentacles is balance. It is harmony. Someone who meets you halfway. I mean, these two are literally having tea. Okay, so it could mean that the circumstances are right to meet someone and meet up with them for a coffee or some sort of beverage, or just having communication. Six of Pentacles tends to mean the universe will provide. Okay, the universe is being generous, sending a gift towards you out of nowhere. As you can see, this it's almost like spirit there sitting on the spout or standing on the spout of the teapot. The teapot is like balance, the scales, and it is a Libra season, so I feel like you're getting what you truly deserve. There's lots of butterflies on that teapot as well, transformation. So I feel like the universe is bringing you an opportunity to meet someone who's on the same page as you. I mean, these two figures, they look identical. Soulmate energy. So someone who will connect to you and do the legwork in a relationship as much as you. So I feel like the circumstances are right to connect to somebody right now. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit guys. Whoa, ha! Okay, that shot right out of the pack. Quite scared me. I feel like there was like a fight or flight mode here with that card. So I'm just going to go see what that is. One moment, please. This is your hopes and fears. Oh, we got a Nine of Wands. Okay, Nine of Wands energy. So this is a wounded warrior energy. So no matter what life has taught you, you're hopeful. You still persist. You still believe in love. You still want to move through. I feel like you've experienced some moments of sadness when it comes to love, but I feel like it's worth it if you find the right person. I mean, the journey has been difficult. You've waited a lot. You're having a major breakthrough here. I feel like the fear here is, Cancer, that sometimes because of circumstance, I feel like you may be a little bit guarded because the Nine of Wands is someone who's got, boundaries, healthy boundaries, but also defenses. So defensiveness. And whenever you think of a Cancerian, they're in the form of that crab. So, you've got those pincers. So it's not that it's difficult to get to know you. I feel like it is a protective energy because not everybody should get into the center for you because you're very sensitive, you're very open, loving, and kind, okay? And some people, as I said, can take advantage of that. So I feel like those pincers are good. But remember, if you've always got the pincers out, people are not going to be able to get through the barriers. The right person will push through to get to know you better, of course, but I feel like your fear here is meeting someone who is equally defensive or someone who hurts you, of course. So, I mean, I feel like there's a bit of a hope that you can push through this difficult energy and find somebody, regardless of the time period, regardless of the battles that you've had to go through in life. And I do feel like you're ready, okay, to meet somebody new. Now, as I said, the Two of Wands in that position, the Three of Wands is the challenge. Plus, you got a Nine of Pentacles in your near future. So in October, you may meet somebody. But will you be in a relationship with this person? I mean, I feel like it's a little bit afterwards. I got to be honest with you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. They want 3 cards in the final position for the outcome. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians the outcome? What are they meant to know for their highest good? Could you please guide them? What are they meant to see? Okay, that's... Yeah, 3. That's 3. Okay, thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. Okay, so we got a Ten of Swords. Now, it's really interesting because this energy has been coming up also for Virgos, but also for Sagittarians, which is, it's like a needle in a haystack, trying to find the love that matches your vibe, okay? But find it you will. You got a Knight of Cups here, so there is love. All is not lost. But the Ten of Swords says there may be a little bit, during the wait, you overthink things. And that's okay. But just make sure that, you give yourself a bit of a break, okay? Because what is meant for you will never, ever pass you by. This Ten of Swords can mean, there may be a relationship that you're still trying to close out or let go of. Because your Five of Cups there's a little bit of grief. It's about looking at loss in a certain way. It may have... cause you a lot of pain, but to let it go and let it flow is what may be necessary at this time. As I said, there is an opportunity if you want to heal something with somebody. That's for a different reading though. This is for the singles reading. So I feel with that Ten of Swords and the Five of Cups, it may have left you with things that you're overthinking about in terms of yourself. It may have knocked your confidence, given you a big old headache, and may have even made you feel a little bit hesitant to opening up to true vulnerable love and kept you a little bit defensive. I mean, that's natural. Whenever anybody's heart is broken, the first thing is barrier, shut down. Nobody else gets back on in to hurt this heart of mine until I'm healed. So, you know, and even then we've got a little bit of baggage that prevents us, a little bit of insecurity. So, you know, that's to be expected. But also the Five of Cups says, let all those flowers that have come off the branch, I mean, more branches. What's going on here with you and your branches? You know, because they showed me that image earlier, and branches seem to be important. Maybe this is something. Maybe this is the way you've been explaining things to friends or people about letting things go, flow, branching out, or something like that. But anyway, as you can see, this figure only has to change their perspective. Turn around and see there's something else blossoming here. So I feel like it's all about perspective. Yes, you're in the ebb and flow of life. We've got to let things leave our life naturally sometimes, which is often very painful, but we have to accept that there will be a return of love, okay? And your Knight of Cups clarifies that there is a beautiful love, you know, coming towards you, one that is going to be open, vulnerable. This person's going to wear their heart completely open and on their sleeve for you. There's going to be peace here because you're going to meet somebody who's on the same vibration, someone who's not afraid to go to the depths of emotion that you are, the depths of care, the depth of loyalty. The Knight of Cups is someone who, you know, does not leave you in any shape or form confused as to their actions. There's love immediately, and this person wants to love you. I would say let them. Okay, Cancer, because I feel like it is a peaceful, beautiful love here, and I feel like you deserve this. So there's definitely new love coming on in here. October, I would say you either get to be in their energetic field or meet them or become aware of their presence. But I feel like this last position is an outcome. Okay, there is an offer of love coming that will grow naturally, organically into something that's quite exciting, passionate, but you may overthink having to let go of the past first. Again, don't shoot the messenger. That's the meanings of the cards. I have to give you that as well as the energy that I've got coming through. Okay, so I'm just going to, now, just before I move on, they'll give me the name Isabella. No, it's Isabel. It could be Isabella, but they'll just give me Isabel. So if that's your name, I feel like it's come up before. Maybe not for your reading, but maybe for another sign. But they'll give me that name again, so please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone. I mean, it could be the name of a friend who introduces you to somebody new. It may be past love if you were, letting go of a relationship. It could be the name of a future love if you're looking for someone with a feminine name there. So please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone. Now, let me just get some final cards before we close. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. You have Independent. Okay? Independent. And that's your near future there, that energy there. Luxury, privilege, plenitude. I mean, those are words to describe that card, Cancer. So, but fate is about to step in and bring you someone new. I'll read that card in a moment. It's number 45. When you reduce it, 4 plus 5 is 9, which is the Hermit card. Solitary energy, working out what you need, being reflective, and spiritually connecting to, your center. We've got Swan and Grace. I love that. So it says here, you have worked hard to create the success and security that you have around you. Indulge in your surroundings, for you have self-discipline and maturity to do so. Okay? So, it's quite a coincidence there that you've got two feminine figures attending to, things that are blossoming, things that are very fruitful. So that will be your October. Not to say that you're not going to meet somebody, okay? So I feel like the frisson of love may come right at the end of October for you, or into November there. Also, as I said, you don't need nobody, you want somebody. And we've got Swan, Grace, And it says here, you who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. Now those two swans are together. That is not an accident on that card, but I feel like, you know, someone is going to pretty much glide into your world. And at first, you may not even realize it is something. You may have feelings, but you may, I just get this energy of you feeling like brushing it off. Okay, a bit like water on a duck's back, you know, I feel like you just brush it off, like, maybe not, maybe it's not a thing, maybe they don't want me, or maybe I don't want them, or maybe, it's kind of like and then it starts to really move into something a little bit more territory, okay? So I'm just going to give you a trinket before we close. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides and Angels. Can you please guide? Thank you so much. You know, for a second there, I thought we'd get the swans. I closed my eyes when I picked the trinkets, so I don't even know where they are. But what we did get was your starting energy, that Hierophant. Well, I always connect this tree of life to the Hangman, the waiting energy, but also there's a big old tree on your Hierophant there. So I feel like stability is important, branching out, of course, important. But I feel like the next person you meet, your soulmate, is someone that is a high level commitment that you will add to your family lineage. Okay, that's what I feel there. They want this on the Hierophant. That is a marriage card, a higher level commitment card. We've also got a hand, and it says handmade. Handmade. So either this person, you know, you do some sort of volunteer work, and, you know, maybe they sell handmade items, or handmade can mean that you're very creative and you meet someone in a similar vein. Handmade. Handmade. Just seeing if I get any more energy on that, because normally I get a bit more energy on it and I'm not getting anything more. Handmade. Handmade. Okay, I don't know. I'll have to leave it there. If I'm not getting any extra energy on it, I can't give you anything more than that. Handmade. Oh, they want a Nine of Pentacles. So maybe this is about you. Maybe this is about you building an empire. Your stability. You did it all by yourself. Handmade. You did this all by yourself. Look at what you created. Maybe it's that. And finally, we got the Starfish. So it connects to the Star card there. Stars are aligning for success. Also, Starfish about soulmate energy, hope, and, you know, emotions, dreams, goals, fate stepping in. So I do feel like, where would you like this? They want it on the Knight of Cups. Lovely. I'm loving that. Okay, so there is hope. There's love coming on in here for you, Cancer. Yes, there's going to be a tiny bit more of a wait, okay? So I wish I could give you all the cards that say, look, they're arriving next week on Friday at 2 p.m. or something like that. But unfortunately, I have to work with the energy that I'm getting here with this reading. So I'll leave it there. I hope something did resonate in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. I say please like I was begging there, but actually they're giving me something. So I was like trying to work out what that is. Okay, they're just saying Hayward. Hayward. Hayward? So either Hayward. Okay. Okay, I don't understand this image, so I'm going to have to, I'll tell you what I'm seeing. So they're giving me the word Hayward, okay? Hayward, Hayward. So either that is a surname, or it is a place, or it is the name of a place where you volunteer somewhere, or the name of somebody, or something like. Please take it as it resonates. And then they're showing me an image of an actor who is Mel Gibson. So I'm not really sure. I don't think Mel Gibson's ever done a film called Hayward. So I don't really know what the connection between the two is at all. So I'm going to leave that there. I really don't know much about Mel Gibson's work. Maybe it's Mel. Maybe the Mel bit is relevant, or maybe Gibson is relevant. But they show me the actor. I only know Mel Gibson from like those cop films. So I really can't tell you anything. I mean, I can't even remember the name of the films. When I'm scrying, I find it difficult to remember from my mind because I'm getting images. Anyway, I'll leave it there. So if it resonates in some way, I'd love to know how that resonates. Anyway, so moving on. If it does resonate with you in some way, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I upload my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very, very important for me. Okay, thank you so much, my beautiful Cancerians. Love and light.